Beautiful basketball for Washington. Oh my. They have been a juggernaut in this league. Everything going the Wizards' way. Right now the Wizards ain't playing around.
Good evening and welcome back to the second part of our doubleheader tonight here on St. Patrick's Day. My name is John Byram. Thank you so much for joining us here on the official stream of the two-time NBA 2K League champions Wizards District Gaming. Well, earlier tonight, it was a big W for WizDG going up against the Magic, dispensing our friends from Orlando in 4 games in the series. It went 3-1 in favor of WizDG. We're approaching 11:15 p.m. Eastern time here on the East Coast, which means it is time for WizDG versus Blazer 5 Gaming in one of the latest tip-offs in league history. It's going to be a doozy. And just roughly about 10-15 minutes before the players were about to log into their PlayStation 5s, fun fact, the fire alarm decided to go off here in downtown Washington, D.C., here at District E, powered by Ticketmaster. The entire building had to leave, but luckily enough, the fire department showed up. Big shout out to all of our friends at the Washington, D.C. Fire Department for coming over, taking a look, and giving us the all clear to get back so we can come here to you live with tonight's matchup for WizDG going up against Blazer 5. Again, just recapping earlier tonight, 3-1 series win over the Magic moves their record to 5-2. Now, interesting scenario here. The Blazers have only won one series this entire 3v3 tournament. If WizDG are able to pull off the victory here tonight and they'll go 6-2, there'll be a 3-way tie at 6-2 between WizDG, the Knicks, and Warriors Gaming. So it'll be a 3-way tie at 6-2 if they pull off the win here tonight. So what does that mean? It's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen when it comes to seeding next week once we go into bracket play for that double elimination where all the teams from the 2K League make it, plus amateur teams that have qualified for the tournament as well. They'll be thrown in the bracket. Double elimination until we're down to our final 12. And then once we're down to a final 12, those 12 teams will be joining us here at District E, powered by Ticketmaster in Washington, D.C. for the championship round the week after next. Let's go ahead and take a look at the starting lineup presented by head coach Pat Crossan. It's going to be the same starting 3 we've seen all year. And of course, it's going to be starting off with our point guard, number 18, Cap. He's coming off a very solid series yesterday in the split of the doubleheader yesterday between the Knicks and the Warriors. Cap played a pivotal role in those games as well. Then, of course, just awkward. If you were here earlier in the stream, wasn't putting up a whole lot of points in that series against the Magic, but his play on defense is what was key and what the team needed to seal that win. And the hot hand of the night, the man who is making it rain, the man that you know and love who wears the beanie. It's Beanie Deanie, of course. New Deanie, number 14, our center as well. And again, that is our starting lineup tonight against Blazer 5, presented by head coach Pat Crossan. So, again, you stick with the hot hand here. This is a team that's gotten you a 5-2 record. You're currently in second place in the group, potentially going to be in a 3-way tie here with a win tonight against the Blazers as well. So a lot on the line here in terms of seeding. Now, Group 2 will finish their play tonight. There is one more day tomorrow in terms of group play before we'll get the final seedings. So for the final seedings, make sure if you're not doing so already, you are following WizDG on social media. Along with the NBA 2K League, we'll have all those updates for you on social media, as well as where and when we will be playing next week based upon the seeding of tomorrow night's games as well. And always as a friendly reminder, it is WizDG game night, which means if you haven't done so already, pull out your cell phone and download the McDonald's app right now and take a look at that WizDG McDonald's Gamer Bundle in that app for a 20-piece Chicken McNugget meal with 2 large fries for the low price of $9.99. It is the best deal in the DMV, only available on WizDG game nights and at participating Washington, D.C., Baltimore, and Eastern Shore locations. Download the app today and get ready for tonight's matchup against the Blazer 5 Gaming. Of course, the 2023 season for WizDG is presented by Leidos and be taking place here live. All the streams live here from District E, powered by Ticketmaster, which we are roughly about 1 month, less than a month away from the grand opening to the public for this amazing new esport and multi-purpose venue here right next to Capital One in downtown DC in Chinatown. Once it's open to the public, if you're in the DMV, you're interested in esports, you like the NBA, you like 2K, you want to check out what this whole esport thing is about, come on down to District E, powered by Ticketmaster. Grab some food, grab some drinks, and enjoy a WizDG victory, or take in the NBA 2K League when they are here as well. It is going to be an exciting, exciting time. I've had the honor of getting to take a look at the facility as it's continued to be built out and grow. They just had a Caps gaming event here earlier today as well. The space looks absolutely fantastic. Definitely, if you're in the area, make sure you come down to check it out. We are just a few moments away from the start of game number 1. Just to recap the rules here for 3v3, since it is a little bit different from what we're used to in the 5v5 section of the season. 3v3 is a best of 5 series. First to 21 by 2 wins the game. You win 3 games, you win the series, and you get that dub in your win-loss column as well, which is always great for seeding going into next week. 6 fouls per player. 6th foul, you foul out and get replaced by an AI bot. It's never happened in the 2K League, but I figure we can keep throwing it out there to make sure it doesn't happen. So with that, again, we are just moments away. We are just waiting for that lobby to be created here. Again, we are coming off of a fire alarm going off here in the building. And that's where a lot of the teams that are stationed here in DC are playing out of as well. So teams are still getting ready. We're trying to get back into the rhythm here after that fire alarm. It was a sudden, no one really expected it. Just kind of went off there. And we are good to go. So with that, I have just been told the lobby has been created, and we're going to head into game number 1 right now as we speak between WizDG and Blazer 5 Gaming. Game number 1, best of 5 series. And tonight, the late tip-off of the NBA 2K League. Just a few minutes past 11:15, 11:19 official tip, and Blazer 5 will start with the ball first. Jamar into Harby. Back over to Jamar, easy 2 points, and it's a quick score to start here in game 1. Now awkward up to Cap, finding space, a two-handed jam, returns the favor. All tied up at 2 apiece here in game 1. Now Harby, guarded by Awkward, across the half-court line. Almost, now he is. Goes into the corner, kicks it back out. Jamar for 3. Rattles it home, 3-point lead for Blazer 5. Awkward bringing the ball up. No pressure from the Blazers until about half court. Loose ball picked up. Blazers going the other way now. It's Harby. Taking his time, slowing things down. The deep pass in. Lavish will get the points. Makes it 7-2 for Blazer 5. Even though Blazer 5 only have 1 win in their record right now, it's a team that is still very dangerous. They're playing with their lineup, seeing what works for them, and Awkward puts up a 3, back rim, no good. So this is not the same lineup that we saw last week here for Blazer 5, so we'll see if they're able to respond here. Harby driving the lane, two-handed jam, makes it 9-2. Now it's Cap. Bringing the ball up, looking for space, finds it off to the left side. Drives baseline, decides to back out, kicks it over to Nudini, drives the lane, all alone, two-handed jam, makes it 9-4. Harby for the Blazers. Kicks it down low, Jamar. Somehow that pass got through, the reverse off the glass and in, makes it 11-4 here in game 1. Now it's Cap. Looking for space. Turns the ball over. It's Harby all alone. Cap trying to get back in time and can't get there. Makes it 13-4. Now it's Awkward. Bring the ball up the right side. Kicks it back to Cap. Over Nudini. Good vision. Good pass. Finding Dini down low. Makes it 6-13. WizDG trying to claw themselves back into this game. Lavish in the corner for 3. Front rim, no good. A little late on the release as Jomar is called for the reach. Awkward bringing the ball up, finding Cap. Nudini in the corner. Dini coming off a very impressive series against the Magic in Game 3, dropped 17 points. Dini looking to do it again, hits the 3 in the corner and cuts the lead to 4. Nudini picking up where he left off in that first series, that 2-hour break in between games, really in between both of the series, not affecting him. Jomar kicks it over. Harby, badge activated. Shot's good. Makes it 16-9. Awkward helping find space for Cap. Brings the ball up. Left hash. Down low to Nudini. Kicks it over. Awkward in the corner. Pump fake. Kicks it over to Cap. Gets the defender to jump. Cap all alone for 3. Gets it to go. Cuts the lead back to 4. Cap coming up big with that wide open shot. Taking advantage of the aggression from the Blazers. Wide open shot. Greens home the 3-pointer. Harby drives the lane. 2-handed jam is good. Makes it 18-12. A 3-point shot will do it for the Blazers on their next possession. WizDG need points here. And then several defensive stops to get themselves back into game 1. Cap kicks it over to Nudini. Down to Awkward. Drives baseline. Reversal off the glass. Gets it to fall. Look for the aggressive play here on the inbound. A possible foul to get that reset if they're unable to get it. And there it is. Cap called for the reach. Being aggressive, they'll inbound the ball from the side. Look for the same thing. Awkward, unable to get the steal on the inbound. Harby looking to run the ball to the corner. Baseline, 2-handed jam. Gets it to go. Makes it 20-14. Not at that magical 21-point number yet, at least. We'll see what WizDG can do here. They need points here and some stops. Cap for 3. Gets it to go. Cap coming up clutch. Wide open shot. Excellent release. Makes it a 3-point game. Needs a big defensive stop here. Lavish being patient. Finding Harby. Jomar in the corner. Long 2. Gets it to go. And 22-17 is your score here in game 1. As the Blazers take the game 1 win. Cap with 8 points here in game 1, your leading scorer for WizDG. Game 1 not going in the direction we all were hoping for, but again, coming off of a 2.5-hour break, it's been a little bit for these guys. So maybe game 1, just a little game 1 jitters, especially with that fire alarm coming back from that, kind of startle everyone a little bit, especially the players that maybe were taking a nap beforehand. Game 2 just around the corner. We'll see a bounce back there, hopefully as well. But WizDG do fall there in game 1, 22-17. A lot of back and forth that we saw there as well. Blazers really kind of messed with the tempo quite a bit, kept WizDG on their toes, especially on the defensive side of the ball. They had no problem slowing down the game, then speeding it right back up when needed. Which is a good look. It's something that WizDG will have to get used to, with teams are going to find different ways to throw different offensive sets towards them to try to keep them off balance. So we'll see how they respond here in game number 2. Let's see here as we get our information coming in. Looks like we're heading into game 2 pretty quick. Thank you, NBA 2K League, for setting these games up so quickly back to back with this late night tip-off. So we'll hold off on the content piece till maybe between game 2 and 3, where we get to know some of our players a little bit more. But again, we are just moments away from game 2. WizDG down in the series 1-0, with Blazers taking the game 1 victory. So game number 2 coming up soon. We will be right back as soon as that game is ready to go. Game number 2, all set up and ready to go. WizDG versus Blazer 5, best of 5 series. WizDG currently down 1-0 in this series, and looking to even it up here. WizDG will start with the ball first. Cap for WizDG, looking to open up the scoring, but Lavish is going to get his stat on the board first, which is going to be a turnover. Which is going to be a foul. And they'll go ahead and reset, and it'll start with just Awkward on the check. Into Cap on the right hash, has space, drives baseline, decides to back up for 3-point shot. Cap can't get it to go. Big offensive board for Nudini, being patient off the rim and in. 2 points for WizDG to start game number 2. Harby cross half court. Awkward. Trying to stay on him. Harby gets around him, goes for the jam. We'll get it. Blazers on the board, all tied up at 2 apiece. Cap getting the pick from Nudini, looking for that extra space. Thought about the give and go. We'll actually pass it off to Nudini. Camera angle fooled me just a little bit. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Blazer 5. WizDG will hold on to possession with 12 seconds on that shot clock. Kicks it back over. Caps finds space, drives the lane, makes it 4-2 for WizDG. Now it's Jomar for the Blazers, up to Harby. Awkward, being aggressive, looking for that turnover, gets called for the foul. Getting 6 fouls per player per game. So plenty of fouls to give. Definitely can be used as a defensive strategy. Now Harby. Over to Jomar. Lavish. 5 on the shot clock. Harby. Quick passes. 2. Quick over to Jomar. The last second shot. Can't get it to go. Defensive board by Awkward. Now Cap bringing the ball up. Looked at splitting the defenders, but kicks it over to Nudini. Nudini back to Cap. Down low, ball picked off by Harby. Blazers looking to go the other direction, looking to tie the game up. Harby being patient, drives the lane. Cap is there, unable to get the block. All tied up at 4 apiece here in game 2. Now Cap crossed the half-court line. Pulls up for 3. Cap gets it to go. Makes it 7-4 for WizDG. Looking to build off that momentum. Awkward being aggressive again. Getting called for the reach. Lavish from the right side. Inbounds to Harby. Guarded closely by Cap. He'll be called for the foul. WizDG have made a name for themselves in this league with their defensive play, and we're seeing it here early in this season as well. Harby driving the lane, kicks it over. Lavish turns the ball over. Nudini looking to go the other way now. Picks his dribble up, finds Cap in the backcourt. Cap driving the lane, the two-handed jam makes it 9-4 for WizDG. Now Jomar, sideline, kicks it over. Harby. Cross court, back to Jomar. Long passing for Blazer 5. Harby finds space. Awkward 3-point shots. No good. Loose ball will go out of bounds. Last touch by, I believe that was Nudini. So Blazer 5 will hold on to possession. 14 seconds on the shot clock. Harby into Jomar. Long 3, no good. Long rebound picked up by Lavish. Harby trying to get around Cap. Thought about it, over to Jomar. Corner 3. Hits the shot, makes it 9-7. WizDG holding on to the 2-point edge. Now Awkward going the other way. Gets around the defender. Takes it to the rim. Makes it 11-7. Harby down low to Lavish. Two-handed jam. Cuts the lead back to 2. Blazer 5 being very aggressive in the backcourt. Trying to force WizDG into making a mistake, into making a turnover here. Now Nudini in the corner. Brings it back. Drives the lane at the elbow. Kicks it back over to Cap. 5 on the shot clock. Cross-court pass. It's Awkward on the baseline. Driving two-handed jams. No good, but Nudini cleans it up. The foul called by Jomar. WizDG will get the ball and they'll be able to reset. Now Cap for WizDG. Pulls up for 3, rattles around and splashes down, makes it 14-9. Here in game 2, WizDG looking to even up the series at 1 game apiece. Harby. Guarded by Awkward. Being patient. Ball cross half court. Harby drives the lane. Cuts the lead back to 3. Awkward over to Cap. To Awkward in the corner. Kicks back over. Cap again. Off the glass and in. Makes it 16-11. WizDG just a couple possessions away from sealing this game up. Harby for the Blazers. Being pressed in the corner. Pulls up for 3. Splashes the shot. 2-point game. 16-14. Awkward goes towards the baseline, kicks it back over. Cap finds space in the lane, makes it 18-14. A 3-point shot will finish the deal here for WizDG. The press from Awkward. Harby with the takeover activated. Looking for space. Awkward trying to lock him down. Kicks it over. Jomar baseline into the lane, being patient. Back over to Harby. Pulls up for 3. Shots no good. Nudini with the board, finding Awkward. Kicks it back over into the corner. Drives the lane, one-handed jam. Now WizDG on game point regardless of what happens with this Blazer 5 possession. Ball comes in, it's Harby. Guarded by Awkward, looking to force that turnover. Cuts the corner. Two-handed jam makes it a 4-point game. WizDG can tie the series up with a basket on this possession. Awkward into Nudini. Beats 2 defenders. Nudini driving the lane will back it back. Down low, Awkward. Gets the defender to jump. Cap for 3. Cap calls game 23-16. Your score here in game 2 when the series is all even at 1 apiece. WizDG pulling out the victory in a back and forth game here in game 2. Between both of these teams in tonight's late night affair on St. Patrick's Day. Again, a big thank you to everyone joining us here on Twitch for the late night stream as well. Hope you are enjoying this series, all tied up at 1 apiece with a very good performance there from WizDG in game number 2. Looking for more there in game 3 as the winner will put the other team against the wall for elimination, or for the loss, I should say, in this series. It's a must win for both of these teams to get that advantage to put the pressure onto the other team. Take a look here. Moving quickly into game number 3 is what I am being told as well. So all these content pieces are going to have to hold. You should have joined us earlier in the night against Magic, where we're able to get some of these content pieces off for you as well. Perks of being the late night game as well. There's no other games currently being aired for the 2K League, so we get to move in pretty quickly, not having to wait for any other games to wrap up or anything like that. So game number 3 coming up here in just the next few moments. And again, if you haven't done so already, make sure you have downloaded the McDonald's app on your phone and check out the WizDG McDonald's Gamer Bundle. 20-piece Chicken McNugget and 2 large fries, $9.99. Valid on WizDG game days. Take a look at that in the app, and it is valid in Washington, D.C., Baltimore, and Eastern Shore participating McDonald's stores. So check that out today. Get yourself some Chicken McNuggets and some fries and cheer on WizDG to a victory. Throw it to a quick break. On the other side, game 3. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the official stream of the 2-time NBA 2K League champions, Wizards District Gaming. Game number 3, just moments away, all tied up at 1 game apiece. WizDG taking game 2 after falling in game 1, a score of 23-16. Solid team performance from WizDG. To even up the series, Blazer 5 will start with the ball first. Kicks the ball over Jamar for 3. Rattles it home. First points of game 3 going to the Blazers. Now cap for WizDG, looking for space. The double team will pull it back. Blazers collapsing down, loose ball after the deflection. Blazers going the other way. Being patient, cross half court. Harby drives the lane. Extends the lead to 5. Cap for WizDG. By the left hash. Harby staying close. Splits the defenders, gets blocked from behind. Lavish ball will go out of bounds. WizDG will hold on to possession. Still looking for first points here for WizDG in game 3. Cap into awkward. The quick 3 on the release. No good. Defensive board by the Blazers. It's Lavish handing it off to Harby. Now awkward called for the reach. Being aggressive, looking to force that turnover there on the left hash. And the Blazers will get to reset with 15 on the shot clock. Into Harby, being patient, will back the ball. Harby drives the lane. Nudini is there, off the chest of Nudini. Over to Lavish, kicks it back over. Jamar down low. Lavish, the two-handed jam, makes it 7-0 for the Blazers. Now Cap finding Nudini, still looking for the first points here in game 3 for WizDG, and Nudini will get it with a two-handed dunk, makes it 7-2. Harby down low to Lavish in the corner. Harby by the right hash. Corner kicks down low. Lavish in the lane. Almost coughed the ball up. Finds Harby. Awkward staying close on him. Down low, Jamar back to Harby. Puts up for the three-pointer. Rattle at home. Makes it 10-2. Now Cap. Down by 8. Drives the lane. Jamar goes flying by. Awkward in the corner. Kicks over to Cap. Nudini. Two-handed jam. 6-point deficit. And turnover on the inbound. WizDG with a chance to cut into this deficit even more. Guarded by Jamar. Cap looking for space. All the way over to just Awkward on the baseline. Kicks it back to Cap. Now to Awkward. In the lane. Pass going towards Nudini is going to be picked off by the Blazers, and Nudini will get the foul to slow down the fast break opportunity. Lavish down low, two-handed slam makes it 12-4 here in game 3. Cap back to Nudini. You could hear that in the background. That was the fire alarm. Looks like it was another false fire alarm going off here in the building. It's now a 6-point lead for Blazer 5 Gaming. Harby on the right side, kicks over. Jamar down low, off the glass, can't get it to go. Defensive board by Nudini. Now it's Cap. Finding space, the deep 3. Cap gets it to go, cuts the deficit to 3. Big 3-point shot from Cap. So WizDG cut their deficit down to a 1-possession game. Blazers respond with a 3-point shot of their own. Pardon me, a long 2. Never mind. Long 2 on that last possession. It's at 14-9, 5-point game. Cap in the corner for three. Can't get it to go. Lavish with the defensive board for the Blazers. Being patient, finds Harby on the left side. All the way over to Jamar. Down low, Lavish. Big block from Nudini under the basket. Lavish in the corner, puts up a three-point shot, gets it to go, makes it 17-9. Now awkward, back to Cap. Baseline, Cap, the two-handed jam. Cuts the lead back to 6. Inbound to Harby. Lavish with the takeover activated. Gets that stat boost. Jamar, corner, three-pointer. Gets it to go. Game point for Blazer 5 Gaming. Cap looking for space. Kicks it over. Finds Nudini. Over awkward in the corner. Awkward for three. Gets it to go. Makes it a 6-point game. WizDG need a defensive stop here. They need to force a turnover or a bad shot to get the rebound to try to claw their way back into this game. Otherwise, they will fall 2-1 in the series. Harby. Back by the right hash. Guarded by Cap. Long two. Gets it to go. 22-14 is your score. The series moves to 2-1 in favor of the Blazers. After 3 games, so that puts WizDG's backs against the wall here going into game number 4. It's a must-win for the defending 3v3 Open champions, Wizards District Gaming. The Blazers are throwing a lot of different things at WizDG here in this series. A lot of times, teams have been fairly one-dimensional when they're going up against WizDG. They want to keep the pace fast. They want to force them into errors. Blazers are doing a good job at slowing things down and giving them different looks, keeping them on their toes. In Game 2, they were able to adjust here, but in Game 3, the Blazers just able to hit those open shots and were able to find different looks to force the defense of WizDG into different situations that they didn't seem too fairly comfortable in. But WizDG doing the best they can here going into Game 4. Again, it's a must-win now. It's if they lose this game, that will do it for the series. And they will finish with a 5-3 record. Obviously, they want that 6-2 record going into seeding for next week to get the best possible matchup to earn their position as a top 12 team for the championship week, the week after next here in Washington, D.C. at District E, powered by Ticketmaster. The lobby for Game 4 is getting ready. We are just moments away from that game as well, so we will throw it to a quick break. When we come back on the other side, it's going to be Game 4. You're watching the official stream of the 2-time NBA 2K League champions, Wizards District Gaming. Game number 4 here in this best of 5 series. WizDG will start with the ball first. They are currently down 2-1 in the series. First to 3 wins takes the win here in the series, and Cap will start off with the ball. And opening up the scoring will be Cap as well. It's 2-0 for WizDG. And a big thank you to everyone tuning in for Late Night 2K Hoops here on the official stream of the 2-time NBA 2K League champions, WizDG. It's been a long 2 days here for WizDG, having double headers 2 days in a row with late tips on both nights, 9:45 last night and 11:15 tonight. Jamar kicks it over to Harby. All the way over to Lavish in the corner. 3-point shot. Gets it to go. Makes it 3-2 for the Blazers. Cap being patient with the ball. Pulls up, long three, can't get it to go. Nudini with the offensive board. Cap will try again, and Cap will convert this time. Makes it 5-3 for WizDG in this must-win game. Now Harby. Puts up a three. Nudini tried to block it from behind, unable to get it to go. The shot does drop. Makes it 6-5 for the Blazers. Cap bringing the ball up towards the right hash. Long three from deep downtown's no good. Lavish with the board. Outlet pass to Jomar. Thought about driving baseline. Cap was there, and he'll be called for the foul on the reach. Lavish hands the ball off to Harby. Back to Lavish, the give and go. 8-5. The score here in game 4. Now Cap in the corner. Baseline, two-handed jam, cuts the deficit to 1. Now it's Jomar. Back to Lavish. Jomar in the corner. Down low, block from behind. Nudini applying the pressure. Now Nudini awkward in the corner. Dini for 3. Dini can't get it to go. Defensive board for the Blazers. Going the other direction. It's Jomar being patient with the ball, looking for whatever WizDG will give him. It's not going to be much. Lavish in the corner. Kicks it back out to Harby for the reset. Awkward staying close on him. 1-point game. Drives the lane. Nudini can't get there in time. Makes it 10-7 for Blazer 5 Gaming. Cap down low, finds Nudini, 2 points, cuts the deficit back to 1. Harby bringing the ball up. Right side. Awkward's there, drives the lane, two-handed jam, makes it 12-9, 3-point game. Cap left hash will bring it back towards the center of the court. Long three. Side rim, no good. Blazers go in the opposite direction now. Harby in the lane. Nudini will be called for the reach. They'll get the chance to reset. Jomar into Harby. It's Awkward's called for the reach. Nudini into Lavish. On the check for the restart. Harby. Harby driving the lane. Nudini's there. Can't get the block. Makes it 14-9. Nudini in position there. Unsure why that didn't go as a block. Cap driving the baseline. Two-handed jam. Cuts the lead back to 3. WizDG looking for a stop here. Nudini called for the reach. Jomar hands the ball off to Harby. Takeover activated for Harby. Back to Jomar for 3. Gets it to go. Makes it 17-11 here in game 4. Awkward bringing the ball up. Looking for space. Looks to drive the lane. We'll pull it back. Back to Cap. Passes down low. It's picked off by Harby. Going the other direction now for the Blazers. Lays it off the glass. No good. Nudini up to just Awkward. Two-handed jam. 4-point game here in game 4. WizDG needs a stop. They're going to try to claw their way back into game 4 and to keep themselves in this series. Jomar for 3. Rattles it home, and Blazer 5 Gaming is on game point for their next possession. Cap bringing the ball up for WizDG. Over Nudini, off the glass and in. 5-point game. A big stop is needed here for WizDG. In fact, on the next several possessions, if they are to come, WizDG will need to force bad shots from the Blazers or turnovers. Harby looking for space, takes it to the lane. 22-15 is going to be your final score here in Game 4. It's going to be a 3-1 series win for the Blazers, picking up their second win of the 3v3 Open. For the Blazers, tough matchup. Blazers threw some different looks at WizDG. The 2-hour break may or may not have played a role here as well. We're not entirely sure here, but nonetheless, it is unfortunately a loss. It's 2 days in a row with a split doubleheader going 1-1 both nights for WizDG. A lot to learn here going forward as bracket play is up next week. Again, we'll be fighting out the seedings tomorrow night once group play is officially finished. We're going to throw it to a quick break here. When we come back, we'll be joined by head coach Pat Crossan on the other side. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the official stream of the two-time NBA 2K League champions, Wizards District Gaming. And we are now joined by the head coach of Wizards District Gaming, head coach Pat Crossan. Coach, thank you for joining us here. Late night edition of the NBA 2K League. We had a little fire alarm action here before the tip-off, about roughly 15 minutes before. Kind of jolted everyone awake if they were kind of sleeping there here going into the game. But nonetheless, we were able to get the game in here tonight. Obviously didn't go the way we expected it and what we planned for. The late night tip-off was, kind of a joke here, but, I think we're all starting to feel it after 2 back-to-back days. Yeah. What was it that the Blazers threw at you? It looked like they were throwing different things when WizDG were on the defense, slowing things up on offense and then picking it back up. It looked like they gave several different looks for you guys.
Yeah, I think you really got to give props to them. I mean, they came and they were ready to play. I mean, played them last week. They switched their lineup up. So, Harvey did a good job of getting in the paint and kind of getting us off our game. When we were going to probably drop out of the corners, he was dotting them. So, they switch it up. Props to them. We didn't play that well. Not that you want to see, especially late at night, even with even though it's a long wait, it still shouldn't matter.
Yeah.
So, not an excuse for us, but, there's some things we need to work on going into next week. So we're going to take that and improve on the weekend and improve in film on Monday.
Absolutely. So obviously group play finishes up tomorrow night. Then we'll figure out what the final seeding is going to be. I believe if my math is correct, there is a 2-way tie for first place in the group. WizDG follow up in third place for the current seeding. Again, final seeding will come out tomorrow. Are you going to be watching the games tomorrow, trying to figure out, who you're possibly going to play in those seedings, or what's the next step here playing towards next week?
Yeah, I think it's just, watching our stuff back. That's the most important thing, seeing what we did wrong, seeing what other people are picking up on, tendencies that our players have. And then, once we find out who will play, we'll go a deep dive into their games. And, we'll also get some scrimmages in for the guys so they feel warm on Monday. Probably come in on Sunday. I think tomorrow's going to be an off day for the guys. But,
rightfully so.
They deserve it. So we'll be back on Sunday, scrimming, watching film, and we got to get back to it. I don't know if we play Tuesday or what, so I'm kind of confused on the schedule myself, but we'll figure it out once they come out with a bracket.
Absolutely. So make sure you pay attention to WizDG's social media and the NBA 2K League. Once that seeding does come out, hopefully sooner rather than later tomorrow, and we'll figure out when we'll be playing next week. It's so late. All my questions have gone out of my head. So you know what, head coach Pat Crossan, I'm going to end it there. It's late. We are just shy of midnight by 2 minutes. Let's get out of here before it's Saturday, Pat. Thank you. I appreciate it as always.
Thanks,
for stopping by.
I was afraid they would lock us in here. So
I don't blame you. Head coach Pat Crossan, thank you so much for joining us here on the postgame show. I'm going to slide his chair on out of here real quick. Do that. WizDG falls to Blazer 5 Gaming 3-1 to split today's doubleheader 1 game apiece, picking up the win 3-1 against the Magic earlier tonight with that 8:15 tip-off, coming back here at 11:15 tonight, and it was a 3-1 victory in favor of the Blazers. And that's going to do it for WizDG's play here in the open part of the 3v3 Open Slam. Next week, it is bracket play. We'll figure out with the official brackets tomorrow once all the group play in the league is officially done. So again, as we just said, make sure you pay attention to WizDG social media and the NBA 2K League, and you'll be up to date with next game for WizDG, and we'll bring it to you here live on the official stream of the two-time NBA 2K League champions Wizards District game. On behalf of everyone here at Monumental Sports and Entertainment and District E, powered by Ticketmaster and all the WizDG staff and players, thank you so much for tuning in to the late night edition of WizDG NBA 2K League Basketball. My name's John Byram. Again, a big thank you to everyone tuning in tonight on Twitch, and we will see you all next week.